Hey guys, my name's Bumpa, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about pre-aiming versus regular crosshair placement. I wish I would have talked about this more in my Platinum versus Radiant video, so I'm making another video right now in order to add on to this, so let's get started. Alright, so in my Platinum versus Radiant video, I talked about proper crosshair placement, which is keeping your crosshair at headshot level and keeping it in a place where somebody can peek you. So like I said in the video, the way you want to think about crosshair placement is you always want to have your crosshair somewhere where somebody can peek you. You never want to be running around with your crosshair in the wall or low towards the floor or anything like that. You want to keep your crosshair outside of walls where players can swing you from, and you want to keep it at headshot level. So that's pretty simple, straightforward. All right, now what I didn't talk about was pre-aiming when you peek. So when you peek somebody, the best way to peek is to peek with your A and your D key. You don't want to be holding forward or backwards when you're peeking. When you're holding forward and backwards when you're peeking, you're moving towards the enemy. So you don't have as much left and right movement, which means you're not moving quickly across their screen, which makes it much easier for them to hit a headshot on you. So you don't want to peek like coming forward around something. Like you wouldn't want to peek. If somebody was playing in this cubby and you knew he was playing there, you wouldn't want to peek like this, like holding forward and rounding the corner. If you knew he was there, you'd want to peek left, right with A and D, like this, right? Makes it very, very hard for the player to hit that shot. So in doing that, right, you need to be pre-aiming through the wall. So like, once I clear out this space right here, then I can pre-aim my crosshair into the wall and swing like this perfectly and headshot him instantly. So, good pre-aiming is part of crosshair placement, right? So like when I go to peek angles, say I wanted to peek, you know, say I think somebody's pushing through A, right? And I wanted to peek this, I would pre-aim through this, and I have my crosshair already at headshot level at the angle as I take it, right? If I'm coming to retake A, boom, crosshair right at the headshot level for this angle, then it's same thing at the common angle. Even though my crosshair floats into the wall, I'm pre-aiming it so I can peek as fast as possible using A and D keys, right? It's the same thing when you're coming out into sight here, right? My crosshair floats into the wall because I know that I'm about to swing the next common angle, which is left side default, and then same thing right here. So if you're peeking, it's okay to pre-aim through a wall, but the way you differentiate it is if you're running around the map and you're navigating the map, you want to keep your crosshair at headshot level outside of a wall at all times. But if you're swinging somebody and you know their exact position, it's okay to pre-aim. So say I know somebody's holding with an op right here, I can pre-aim the angle, swing like that, and already have my crosshair at headshot level, rather than having to come around the corner like this and sort of round it off, right? I can just wide swing them. So that is the difference between pre-aiming and crosshair placement. One way you can know when to do it is you don't want to go straight for a pre-aim if you don't have information on the player, like I said. So if you know where the player is playing from, then you can pre-aim and wide swing. But if you still don't have information, it's better to cut off these angles and then figure out where the player is and then wide swing the angle that you need to clear next. The reason why you don't immediately pre-aim as you peek is so that you don't get caught off guard by a player playing an off angle. Say you are rotating from B and you have information that a player has gone garage window, and you come here and you're already pre-aiming for your garage window peek, and you're gonna peek him like this, right? So your teammate communicates he's in garage window, you come up, you're pre-aiming, and you go for the peek like this. If this player is playing in this corner, which is a decent off angle, so he gets here and he plays here to try and catch a player off with an off angle. If he's playing here and you're already pre-aiming for this left side arch swing like this, then you have to flick your crosshair this much distance in order to hit this shot. And the way that this game works, you don't ever want to rely on your flicks in order to hit shots. You want to have your crosshair in a spot where you have to move it as little as possible in order to hit that headshot. So the better way to peek garage as you're coming around is to keep your crosshair on the corner and then clear this initial angle, and then you wide swing the second one like this. So pre-aiming with no information is bad, but if you do have information, pre-aiming is probably the best way in order to peek a player. I hope this helped you guys. I hope this will help you guys realize which situations in order to pre-aim in and which situations you can just use your regular crosshair placement in. And remember, always peek using A and D. Try not to have any forward or backwards movement when you're peeking an enemy player. All right. So, quick video, but in my opinion, very, very useful. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And be sure to like and subscribe for more content just like this. I drop an educational YouTube video every weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometime around that time. So hope you guys enjoyed this one, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next. All right? Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Peace.